Welcome to the Online Business Starting Line. I'm Mark, the marketer, and thank you for tuning in. Let's dive really quickly into the quickest, fastest, free way to shorten your URL, and then we'll do a deep dive into how, why, and where you can be using a link shortener, tracking and measuring techniques that will help you on your online business journey. So two of the biggest, easiest ways to shorten links are bit.ly and tinyurl. So you copy the URL that you need to be shortened, you paste it right into this bar, say shorten, and you instantly have a short shareable link that you can send off. Now the caveat is if you want to track it, measure it, brand it, anything, you need to sign up for a free account, log in, and then you can manage your link portfolio to see who's clicking and where. So if just doing a quick URL shortening is all you need, this is going to be a great solution. But let's break down some URL shortening strategies with branded links and customization that will help you track your online journey. Let's get started.
On your marks, get set, start.
Today's starting line spotlight is Namecheap. Now, this is the platform where I've bought every domain I've ever needed, whether it's working with clients or myself, for the past 5 or 6 years now. And it is very user-friendly, and the search features to find out if your domain is available, very easy to navigate. So let's hop in and use an example. Let's say for me, I was trying to start a business about starting businesses. So startabusiness.com, you can see that has been taken in 2001. Right here, not available. Now there are tons of different extensions that you can use for your website, but keep in mind .com is still the biggest and most recommended use for an extension. Now your website is the homepage of your business online. So it is really important to get your brand as your URL. When I am in the brainstorming process, I do like to jot down a list of options that could be great websites and then come in here and search to see if that is available. So let's say I'm trying to start another great website. I'll come into Namecheap and say, is another great website.com for sale? Can I buy that? Buying domain names is very cheap and it is a small annual fee. So if you are hesitant or if you think that you want a domain, snatch it up because someone might grab yours and then it's very frustrating to try and buy a domain name from someone else. So check out Namecheap, buy the domains that you want, and get started online. So what is a URL shortener? 1, it shortens long links. 2, it makes it easy to track where your clicks are coming from, the traffic sources, when, and what devices people are using to click through those links, whether on desktop, Android, iOS. All of these metrics are easier to find out, measure, and make educated decisions when you are tracking and knowing your URLs. So how do URL shorteners work? Essentially, you have your main destination and you create a unique URL to redirect the traffic that went from this shortened URL to your main one. So it is an instant direct forwarding. Your shortened URL does have to be a unique URL, especially if you're using bigger websites like bit.ly or tinyurl. It can't be tinyurl.com/mark. So whether you're just creating an additional shortcut link, sending it to someone, sending it to a group of people, and you want it to be easy, or you're trying to manage a portfolio of links to see where traffic's going and coming from, URL shorteners are really powerful. So should you be using a URL shortener? Well, are you on social media? Do you create YouTube videos? It is great for link in bios and especially in YouTube descriptions. Keeping your links in your description neat and easy to organize, easy to click through is really helpful, as you don't want to overwhelm someone with a long description filled with clunky URLs that take up a lot of space. So if you use a URL shortener, then it usually just takes up half or one line, and it's easier for your audience to manage and click through to the things that you care about. Now, when it comes to social media platforms, there are a couple of nuances. We know that Instagram posts don't allow links at all, but Twitter and LinkedIn also have some weird rules around linking. And that is that they don't like really long links. They like shorter links. So they have their own specific URL shortener that they automatically shorten links So what are some examples of shortened links, and what is the difference between a generic versus a branded versus a custom link? Let's look at an example right here. This is what the full length links look like from a YouTube video or channel. And here's an article that I just published, and that is the longest out of all of them. Now, if I wanted a shorter, easy to share, and trackable link, these are all great URLs to shorten, and I can cut these in half. And if space is an issue, it's going to be really great. So let's say I wanted people to land on this new article I just posted. I would copy this into the URL shortener, and it will give me a generic, randomized, unique link. This generic link kind of has this weird ending of numbers and letters, and it's nothing you can control, but it creates a unique URL. Now, when you have a free account with most of these platforms, customizing the end of the URL is really important because it's easier to look at the descriptor, identify what is the purpose of that link, and it lets the audience know what is this link all about. So I just started using Rebrandly, and I'm using their branded domain features, but let's take a look at something generic like rebrand.loi, and this is the customization that is available. This slash tag is going to create a unique URL that you can use and forward. I chose to use Rebrandly because they have a free user account that lets you manage up to 5 branded URLs. And it was really easy to buy a unique domain within the platform and manage those domains. I believe I started off paying just $2 for mine. So that's the service I chose, but tinyurl, bit.ly, and I'll go over a few other great alternatives, but you really can't go wrong with those. So how do we create custom branded URLs? We've seen the custom slash tag at the end of a generic, but let's customize your own domain URL shortener. If you already have a domain that you've purchased and you want to use, you can add new domain, connect it right within this platform, and it will easily connect the domains you have so you can manage what you already own. But Rebrandly makes it really easy to find and buy new domains right within this. So the domain I just purchased is startingline.online. Very similar to the online business starting line. 3 out of the 4 same words, shorter, more precise. Now it isn't a .com, but I didn't really care too much about that because I'm not building up a website with this .online. I'm just using it as my link management domain. So what I did was I started to search relevant keywords under my branding. Now, startingline.com, not available. I would grab a .com if it was, but this is where I started to get creative. I went in here and I searched through business. Startingline.press, agency.business. Now, there's another great option, startingline business or youronline.business. Let's see if starting an online.business. Let's see if that's available. Starting an online business. Okay. Something like that. Very easy. And it makes sense for the brand. For me, add to cart, $20 and easy checkout. And then within a half hour, that domain is populated and ready to start linking to. So under your domain, you're going to have a little green circle when the domain is active and ready to be used. So really quick, let's show you how to create a branded link that is unique and easier to share and looks minimal and just better. So under links, I hit new link and I pasted my new blog post that I just finished. And I'm going to say, let's create a smaller, shorter, shareable link. And I'm going to give it a relevant tag to Google search tips. Now you want it to be unique. You can't reuse the same slash tag. So you want to keep it unique and relevant. And just like that, create a link and you are good to go. Share it. All right, let's break down a few more really good alternatives in your link management shortening workflow. So we talked about the big ones, tinyurl and bit.ly, and then the one I'm using, which is Rebrandly. Let's break down 4 more really good options. One is Short.io, a great user-friendly, easy to manage, bring your own domain in, great URL shortener, Short.io. Now this is also a great feature if you are managing multiple domains or have a team Teams with roles. Really powerful to be able to manage this big workflow of online links. So short.io, check it out. The next one is Owly. Now, if you're familiar with Hootsuite, it is a massive social media scheduling, planning, management software system, and it's really powerful. And they have their own URL shortening service built right in. So ow.ly, Owly. If you're using Hootsuite, this is a great option because it's easy. Keep it simple, stupid. Now, if you use YouTube a lot, you've guaranteed seen Genius Links. Affiliates and YouTubers love Genius Link. Now, let me show you my favorite feature about Genius Link. Let's say you are an artist, you're a musician, an author. You just came out with this new thing and you're selling it on 5 platforms. So the example they show here, you just dropped a new album. You want people to go and listen to it, but everyone has different platforms that they listen to music on or that they buy things on. The Genius Link creates a choice page. You can make a simple landing page for your item, and they will click that link and go to this page that gives them all the options that are available. So you want them to check out on Amazon or Apple, give them this one simple link to click, and then they can choose which place to check out. Choice pages, super helpful for so many things. Genius Link is really, really awesome. If you are an affiliate, if you are a marketing, if you are a creator, this is a great option. And I'll probably be investing some more time mastering this option. Last but not least, the Zapier tool has a great automatic URL shortener integration. And I just love everything that this company does. So if automation is your middle name and you loved it too, check out their URL shortener. So the last tip I have before I sign off is for you WordPress users. Pretty Links is a really simple URL customization that you can add your target URL and then add the unique ending of how you want your URL to look. And just like that, copy a new URL that forwards to exactly what you want, hosted on your website with your domain and your address. So if you like the branding of your domain, this is a great simple option to do so. I really appreciate you for watching this video. And if you have not already entered to win the giveaway below, please do so because I really want you to win, specifically you. Consider subscribing if you haven't already because I'm creating a ton of videos built for you, whether you are a business owner, online creator, or someone who's just trying to learn how to navigate the internet better. I want to add value and help you learn something new every day. So give that subscribe button a big hit, and then that thumbs up that looks like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, hit that as well. And if you can hear my new baby crying, hey, if you're on the fence about liking this video, go ahead and look at how cute my baby is. And then hit that like button because Maggie told you to.